Life has a strange way of revealing the power that lies dormant within us, often when we are pushed to the edge. Aarav, a 32-year-old software engineer, lived a life that seemed ordinary to everyone around him. A stable job, a small apartment, a predictable routine, and the illusion of control. Yet inside, he felt hollow, trapped in a relentless cycle of fear, self-doubt, and indecision. The dreams he had once cherished, starting his own company, traveling the world, experiencing deep love and connection, remained just that, dreams. His subconscious mind whispered relentless messages of inadequacy. You are not enough. You will fail. Life is too difficult for someone like you. Over the years, these thoughts became more than whispers. They became the reality he lived every day. One cold evening, after a particularly grueling day at work, Aarav decided to take a long walk through the empty streets of the city. The air was crisp, the sky dark, and the quiet unsettling. As he walked without purpose, he felt drawn to a small old bookstore tucked between two buildings. Its golden light spilled onto the pavement, warm and inviting, almost like a beacon. He pushed open the door and stepped inside. The smell of old books, the quiet rustle of pages, and the calm aura of the space immediately enveloped him. Behind the counter sat an elderly man with silver hair and kind, knowing eyes. He looked up and said simply, "People don't come here for books. They come when life becomes louder than their soul." Aarav, feeling exposed yet compelled, sat down and confessed the entire weight of his life. The fears, the failures, the regrets, and the unfulfilled dreams. The old man listened silently, nodding, allowing Aarav to speak freely without judgment. When Aarav finally stopped, the man reached for a worn, gold-colored book and placed it gently in Aarav's hands. "This book saved my life," he said softly. "It will save yours, too." The book was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. That night, Aarav sat on his bed, holding the book as if it were a key to a secret he had always longed for. The first line he read struck him like lightning. Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space as condition, experience, and event. It was a simple sentence, yet it carried immense power. For the first time, Aarav realized that the life he had been living was not determined by circumstances, talent, or luck, but by the thoughts and beliefs he had repeatedly fed his subconscious mind. Fear, doubt, and self-criticism had been quietly shaping his world, like a hidden sculptor. But now he understood. Hope, belief, and deliberate visualization could do the same, only in his favor. He had discovered the invisible force that controlled his life. Aarav began experimenting immediately. He stood before his mirror each morning, whispering affirmations. I am worthy. I am capable. I am deserving. At first, the voice of doubt was deafening. Then why haven't you succeeded? It challenged. Yet, he persisted. He combined affirmations with visualization, imagining himself confident, respected, successful, and joyful. Slowly, the voice of fear softened, replaced by clarity and determination. As he repeated these practices daily, his inner world began to shift, and gradually his outer world started responding. Opportunities he had once overlooked now appeared. People reacted differently to him. Life began to flow more effortlessly, almost as if he had discovered a secret rhythm to existence that others were blind to. But transformation was not linear. Aarav faced small setbacks that tested his resolve. A project he had been working on was delayed unexpectedly. A friend misunderstood his intentions. Old feelings of inadequacy threatened to resurface. He realized that mastering the subconscious mind required not only repetition and visualization, but also patience, emotional awareness, and resilience. On these days, he learned to observe negative thoughts without succumbing to them, acknowledging their presence but redirecting focus towards solutions and growth. With each challenge, he strengthened the connection between his conscious intention and the subconscious programming he was cultivating. Through this process, Aarav began to notice profound changes in his relationships. Friends, colleagues, and even casual acquaintances responded to him differently. Conversations flowed with ease, misunderstandings were resolved more quickly, and connections became deeper and more authentic. He understood now that the subconscious mind governs more than success in career. It shapes emotions, interactions, and the quality of life itself. By cultivating hope, clarity, and emotional alignment internally, he was creating a reality that mirrored those qualities externally. Every interaction became a reflection of the inner energy he chose to project, and every day felt more alive, vibrant, and purposeful. Aarav also experienced remarkable synchronicities, moments that seemed miraculous. He applied for a project he had once thought was out of reach and was selected against thousands of applicants. A stranger offered guidance precisely when he needed it. Opportunities appeared at the exact moment he had visualized them. Slowly, he realized these were not coincidences. They were the natural outcome of a mind aligned with its deepest intentions. The subconscious mind, once a passive recorder of fear, was now a creative force, actively shaping his reality according to the images, emotions, and beliefs he fed it. The universe was no longer a random place. It was a responsive mirror of his inner state. A pivotal moment in Aarav's journey came when a family crisis tested the limits of his emotional mastery. An unexpected illness in the family caused fear, anxiety, and uncertainty to rise within him. The old Aarav would have panicked, overwhelmed by helplessness. But this time, he paused. He acknowledged the fear, allowed himself to feel it fully, and then redirected his focus towards solutions, healing, and hope. He visualized recovery, sent love and positive energy, and trusted that the best outcome would manifest. To his astonishment, assistance arrived from unexpected quarters, and the crisis resolved faster than he could have imagined. He realized then that the subconscious mind does not just shape personal success, it influences collective outcomes when guided with clarity, emotion, and intention. As the months passed, Aarav's confidence and clarity became magnetic. He began mentoring others, teaching them the techniques that had transformed his life: visualization, affirmation, emotional awareness, and conscious focus. Friends, colleagues, and even strangers experienced shifts in their own lives under his guidance. He understood a profound truth. The power of the subconscious mind is not solely personal. It has a ripple effect. When one person awakens, they inspire, elevate, and guide others. Aarav's journey had evolved from a personal struggle to a shared awakening. His life was no longer simply about survival or individual success. It had become a testament to the infinite potential within every human being. By this point, Aarav had mastered a delicate balance between conscious effort and subconscious alignment. He faced challenges, but no longer feared them. He approached life with patience, trust, and unwavering focus on desired outcomes. He had learned that every thought is a seed, every emotion is the soil, and consistent attention is the sunlight that nurtures growth. The world, he realized, does not simply happen to us. It responds to the energy, clarity, and belief we cultivate within ourselves. Fear and doubt were no longer his jailers. They were guides, signaling areas that needed attention, refinement, and conscious transformation. Aarav's story culminated in a profound realization. True mastery lies in awareness, consistency, and emotional alignment. Life is not about avoiding challenges or eliminating fear. It is about consciously choosing which thoughts to empower, which emotions to cultivate, and which visions to bring to life. He had transformed not through talent, luck, or external validation, but through deliberate focus, clarity, and trust in the power of his subconscious mind. The man who had once been trapped by doubt, fear, and hesitation had become confident, purposeful, and magnetic, living a life that was a direct reflection of his inner beliefs and intentions. Aarav's journey left him with a deep sense of freedom and fulfillment. Each day was a canvas, each thought a brushstroke, each emotion a color. The life he had once imagined in secret was now his reality. And as he looked at the world, he knew that the key to transformation was always within. The subconscious mind, when understood and harnessed with clarity, emotion, and consistency, is a limitless force capable of shaping destiny, creating miracles, and elevating not only one's life, but the lives of everyone around them. Aarav had discovered the ultimate truth. Within each of us lies a powerful creator, and by awakening it, we can live a life beyond imagination.